Hello everybody, today we're going to do the March Club Couture. Every month while you're a designer you receive a Club Couture transfer, and I received this in my kit in mid-February, but it calls for a mocha color and I did not have that color and I wanted to wait until I got it. You could have done, I could have done it in any color that I had, but I really want it to look like the cherry blossoms that it's intended to look for. Anytime you purchase one of our transfers, on the back it always has the use and care of the chalk transfer in 6 easy steps. So know that you're not walking into it blind. And we also do these videos so that you can know exactly how to do them if you're unsure until you get your own little thing going. And it helps us also get some practice. So this is the one that we're going to do, and it is layering. So we're going to set this aside. This is the last thing I'll do on it. I hope I did push the record button. Let's look and see. Yes, 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 yes. And by the way, I'm Patricia from Huntress Habits. And Chalk Couture is my new favorite thing. Okay, now if I was to layer this on top of it, it might be a little difficult where it's sitting now because of you want this right on top of this bloom, and that's what I was going to look at, because some people are having trouble lining them up because they're fitting them into this corner. And really that's not what should happen. So we're going to bring it down just a little bit. And then we're going to try it right here. That would be a little bit better. In this video, I'll also not just showing you how to layer, but I will also be showing you how to clean them, clean the transfers. Because this one takes a layer, you have to clean it to do it twice. We're going to put it one up here and then one going here. Okay, so let's get started. I'm down about 1/4 of an inch on each side, just so I'll know when I go to put it down here where to put it. And I could put it like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be in the corners. The Chalk Couture transfers are actually a screen printing process. They're like silk screen right here. This is a fabric. So that's why it can't just be done with regular vinyl as a stencil, and that's why we call them transfers. This allows the ink to be put down. I'm sorry, I'm working with paste today. The paste. We do have an ink that's meant for fabrics and glass. Okay, I want to get that straight because I want every little detail to be sealed. Okay. I think that's got it. I'm using that magical tool called fingers. But I'm going to come back with my squeegee and do it. And we're going to do the flower blooms in pink. This is actually called bubble gum. It has to be stirred. All our pastes and our inks need to be stirred before you use them so that you can see if they're at the right consistency. This one looks just a little bit thick, and that will happen occasionally. If it does happen, you just spritz a little bit of water on there. That's just plain straight water out of the faucet, tap water. Doesn't have to be filtered or anything. Stir it up very good. I'm using makeup spatulas to stir, and I'll also use them to apply. But then I'll use our squeegee to silk screen it on there, to spread it throughout the silk screen. Okay, that looks a lot better. It should be like icing or yogurt, regular yogurt. It doesn't matter, yogurt or Greek yogurt. You know, Greek yogurt is thicker only because it has less water. So this is just about the right consistency. And we're just going to dab it on here. All the areas that you see that are black is the areas that we want to cover. So I want to make sure that the pink, and it looks like I may be needing to apply some more. When you're using just one color, you're able to save your color. And so there's no waste. And I meant that as one color per transfer. Okay, and because I do save it, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more down just to make it easier, quicker, because this is a very fast process. It's not something you have to spend a lot of time with when you're only using a few colors. Okay, let's put it back. There's the excess that I took off. Putting it back in the jar. There's nothing wrong with it, so we're going to save it. This frame that you're looking at is a frame that came in the designer kit. It is warranted for 50 years. I will die before something happens to this frame. Or if something does happen, it is under warranty. Okay, got most of it off. We're going to use that pink again in just a minute. I'm going to look through, make sure that I've covered all my areas. And we're going to go ahead and clean the squeegee. Or actually, I want to remove my transfer first. And then let it soak in the water just for a minute or two. I put the chalk side down first into the water and let it soak. It's just plain water, no detergent. I'm going to let that soak for a few minutes while we clean our squeegee. I'm just using baby wipes. Our squeegees are made of silicone, so nothing sticks to them. You can clean them off very easily. Okay. Now, I'm going to set this aside. And take my squeegee out. I'm going to put a cloth down to bring it out on. This is a microfiber cloth, so it's not going to get a lot of fibers on the transfer. Okay, there we go. If I had running water, all I would do is put it under that running water and it would clean all of the silk screen out. I'm going to turn that over. That was with the sticky side to the fiber. I keep hearing knocking. My studio is at the back of the house. It's an additional part of an add-on to the original home. And I have a air conditioner that is also a heater out one of the windows. And one of my chickens has decided she wants to sunbathe underneath it. So she's dug her a hole, and when she goes to digging, she hits the side. I went up twice to see if someone was knocking on the door this morning. Okay, it's clean and ready to be stuck back on there. Okay. And that whining you hear is Kota. That is our adopted family member. We rescued him from the Winnieberry Animal Shelter here in Lufkin. They just recently, if you're looking for a pet, they just recently rescued, I can't remember the exact figures, but it was a very large quantity from 2 different locations where animals had been either abandoned or mistreated. Very large amount. And I believe it was animals and cats. So check with them if you can help in any way. I know they were looking for help just to have someone come help feed and walk them. So if that's something you can do, please consider it. Okay, here we go. And I hear someone coming into my house. My daughter took my dad today to breakfast, and it sounds like they have arrived back. So you will hear my granddaughter in a moment. Nana, what are you doing? Now, because I am layering, I mean, this is actually probably dry over here, but I'm going to take a heat gun. You could use a hair dryer. I just happen to have a heat gun out here in the studio that I use for embossing. Okay, let's scrape it all off. Put it back in our jar. Here they come. Who do I hear? Who do I hear? I hear her little boots. I'm out here, baby, in the studio. Okay. It's coming off very easily.
What are you doing?
I'm making a video.
That's
Is that flowers? Now don't touch. That one's still wet. That one over there you could touch. Okay, I've taken that off. I'm making a video. Say hello. We got little fingers. Had to touch the wet one. Didn't you? Uh-huh. So, what I'm going to do...
We got flowers.
is grab a Q-tip.
Can I do one?
I've got some bunny rabbits for you and brother to do.
Can I do mine now?
Well, if I wasn't making this video, you could, but I got to finish this video. Okay?
Hey, come here, Cootie. Hey, Come here. Come here, Cootie.
Now, I'm just taking this Q-tip and wrapping it around.
You got one of your dogs.
Yeah, Kota's under there, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Okay, now I'm going to get the heat gun.
What?
I'm talking to the people on the video. Say hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Wow.
Okay.
What is that?
It's a heat gun and it gets very hot, so we don't want to put our fingers under there. We want to make sure that it's dry before we put the other layer on top. The other layer has the cherry blossom stems.
And this.
And that, yes, that's the bottom of the transfer.
What is? That's a picture.
Yes, we're making a picture. A chalk couture picture. Can you say chalkology? Emery, stay out of those drawers right now, okay, while I'm doing this.
What
Please,
is
ma'am.
this stuff? What is
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I've got a new drawer system set up behind me, and so some new things have been visible that were visible before.
And paint.
And what?
And paint.
And paint. Okay, even that thicker area where I added some because of a fingerprint. Let's see your finger. It'll wash right off. Where's Mama?
She's outside getting the flowers.
Getting the flowers. Did y'all buy some flowers for the flower bed?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What kind did you get?
Roses and something else.
Roses?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have enough roses?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I think we're dry, folks, and ready for the next layer.
Now can we?
Not yet. Not till I finish this video.
What is this?
That's what I'm using to stir the chalkology paste.
Can I do it?
You can stir for me.
Where is it?
Can you come on this other side?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
The doggy's not right there anymore.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut my pink up. And I just throw the little spatula down into the water.